Actually, we didn't get the dog for us, we got it for them.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Why did you not give me the ball? Why did you take that? I knew you did that.
Did y'all figure it out?
I can't pick him up. It's okay.
Say hi.
He's our new puppy.
Charles' new puppy.
Which brings me to the topic of this video. I see a lot of pets around San Antonio, a lot of dogs out, a lot of animals just being not cared for, not well taken care of, and just kind of causing havoc around the city. And those of us who choose to become owners of an animal need to truly understand what it means to take care of that animal. A lot of people will go into buying an animal or adopting a pet from the rescue, whether that's a cat or dog or any other animal that you might think that might be for you, without understanding the repercussions of that decision. There are things that you have to understand when it comes to owning an animal. Animals are going to break things. Animals are going to be dirty. Animals are going to be a very good source of joy in your life as well. What it comes down to is understanding how you're going to care for that pet. I'm not saying you have to buy the most expensive food or you should just go out and buy the cheapest food possible, but you should buy the best food for your pet that you can afford. And you should also think about what kind of life do you want for your animal. Whether that's a dog or a cat. Is your dog going to be outdoor being a guard dog for a junkyard that you might have? Or is that pet just going to be solely for the family, almost going to be kept indoors all the time? We have 2 indoor cats in my house and we don't let them get out, but we do feed a couple of the strays out in the neighborhood. So we actually caught the strays and neutered or spayed the strays as were necessary, and doing that in our neighborhood actually reduces the amount of strays that you have going into the neighborhood. You have to take the time to train your pet. You have to just get basic commands down, whether that is a cat or dog. Cats, although they are easier to maintain and train in terms of using like the litter box and when they're going to eat, dogs take a lot more time. You have to be comfortable with a puppy getting into your stuff and just wreaking havoc. I don't know how many shoes my dog Asher ate, but we had to get him out of that habit, and it's not like I was getting mad at my dog for that. It was something that I had to train him out of and say, this is not an action that's okay. These are the actions I want you to do. So don't get a pet thinking that they automatically know how to sit, how to lay down, how to leave your shoes alone, how to go in and out to use the bathroom. They don't know those things. You have to teach them. So if you're not ready to teach that animal that you're going to own for the next 10 to 20 years, whatever animal that might be, maybe that may not be the decision for you and your family. As students, I think it's very important to own an animal that adds to your responsibility. It really adds to your maturity as a young man or woman, and getting that down now is going to benefit you in the future. So I think students should really have some sort of pet, whether that's a fish, a hamster, a cat, a dog, whatever, but be aware that animal is going to be part of your life for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So that is a huge time commitment. It's not easy to think about for students to think about, man, this pet that I'm going to own is going to, I'm not even 2 decades old, and I'm going to have to take care of this pet for the next decade and a half or so. You really have to think about that decision when you're going into that. I think pets are a lot of fun. I think I really do enjoy training them. I enjoy having them in my life. I enjoy having them around me all the time. So I'm really excited to talk about this topic. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage that I had of some of our pets that we've had, and then the puppy that we took at the beginning. But definitely think about that responsibility and how you're going to change a pet's life and how that animal is going to change your life. Really hope that those of you who have animals start to really gauge how you're bonding with that pet. And then those of you who might be considering getting an animal, think about what that decision entails and what that means for you. I'm Mr. Hernandez. Keep working hard. Stay safe.